salvation for old texts. Old Max. Who wrote the Bible or the Holy Quran? While the pictures show Knight Templars holding arms. Crusade wars pursued their cause, produced their swords. The Lord is my shepherd, and I shall not want. I call to the heavens, through hell I walk, humming the hymns within. Salvation from a foul nation of sin. Genesis 10, how the races begin. After clouds brought this place to its end. Crowds of people occupy the spaces again. Eve children rebuilding from the same tree that killed him. And Adam became a dragon. He said he was from Saturn. He dropped Aladdin within his tavern. Begin to build pyramids within the villages. Put up statues, but it wasn't in their images. They say they built it from the top down. Mysterious circle found within the crops on the ground. His hand pointed slowly, show his teeth was all rot when he smiled. His garment smelled the myrrh, but couldn't hardly understand the word. Malnurtured, but he bowed when he worshiped. And it seemed that he shouted loud verses. Every 23rd step, he lifted his hand and said, bless. He'd take a bite of this plant and reciting the chant. His voice would get lower, then he was sort of in a trance. Then he extended his hand to give me the plant. Soon as I touched it, with this mind he instructed, I could be corrupted or abducted. I ate, I felt dusted, started bugging. All of a sudden, I saw the destruction and the reconstruction. I walked on fire, talked to Elijah. Saw empires applaud their writers and reward their fighters. Kings that wore the paws of tigers. Art imitates life, so when I write, my heart that emulates life. All heights and all depths, large nations and small sects. Standing ovation for old texts. Art imitates life, so when I write, it's my heart that emulates life. All heights, all depths, large nations to small sects. Standing ovation for old texts. Old Max. A glass of water, a tank of oil, jungle blood, a pit of fire. Open arms for hugs, under my pits of wire, strapped with bombs. The whole world is gone. See you in the sequel, reborn. A wise man said, "We'll die any dread. Children won't last." Chemical gas, save the world, difficult task. Hollywood is much different from a Cali hood. Burn down the government, I probably would. Me and my Anunnaki army is good. Even the mantis prays twice or once a day to keep his arm folded, just in case he forget. And even a snake prays his name when he hiss. They dance with the devil, so I had to split. Art imitates life, so when I write, my heart that emulates life. All heights and all depths, large nations and small sects. Standing ovation for old texts. Art imitates life, so when I write, it's my heart that emulates life. All heights, all depths, large nations to small sects. Standing ovation for old texts. Old Max, old Max.
Get you when I get out. You're the first one on coming.
Ballerstatus.com.
Yeah. Priesthood. 8-Dead Ocelot Claw. Jaguar Paw. War. Yeah. 7 thunders. 7 hurricanes. That's what we do. Priesthood. Let's go. Planets and storm, loud clouds. Gases will form, hot and cold mixture currents. Universal born, angelic beings. 6 would agree, 6 would disagree. Vision P, now picture me climbing down to a throne to get off. Walk all alone in the zone. From blessed to a shepherd, to a peasant, to naked, to begging, to telling my friends I came from heaven. They thought I was crazy, asked the reverend. Building my spiritual axe, the weapon. Hell is setting, meanwhile the castles in the sky let rockets fly. And kingdoms below the earth, war over turf. Dead, Lord me in the dirt. Now I'm back to work, oh death, where's thy sting? The eyes of a king, the size of my wings. Closed down on hell, like a clove with the veil. White, bright streaks of angels, fleets of devils, old rebels in the Monte Barrow. I saw murderous thieves, drug cartels with keys, gangsters, pits, hoes, sniff blows, rub it on their teeth, their lips, then they close. Windows, kiss from the widows, webs of bodies stuck in lobbies, shotties with triggers that keep clicking, time it keeps ticking. Where I find these visions, I wake up into a dream, I fall asleep, see reality, faces falling down my tears, millennium years. Rewind back to the throne till I sat back up into the stardust. In God we trust. beings inside my soul, right wondrous. Galaxies in the stardust, channeling my mouth. It's all we trust, it's all we trust. You can see the world from all of us. 12 beings in my soul, right wondrous. From galaxies to the stardust, channeling from my mouth. All we trust. Superheroes, horned angels, halo demons, techno priests, electro pros, ghetto streets, cyborgs, walk down the sidewalk. Look up, mechanical hawks, log on, robots crying, some dying, arms grilled from the grill, still, the machine of flesh. What's next? Do you believe in aliens? Have you heard of the Anunnakis, Babylonian snake lord, the Assyrian eagle gods? This is a job, the Jewish mystics, Hebrew cards, right there, nature fist, palme grip, oolong tea, oolong streams, studying cave for 8 days, from a fade to waves to blades. Call my elders to help us. Make sure you finish your bowl of rice before the fight. Okay, I'm in my fight stance. Then he asked me a question, quite advanced. My mind guessing, question, what's the measure of wheat to a heart? Loved ones to a dying one. How many worlds lie from the tongue? Thought to myself, it's a trick through the fist. Buddha's miss. Judah to my Abdullah, I must have missed. Where's teacher? In the ethers, dragon corporal geezer. Too aggressive, I must have missed the message. Where's teacher? Upon my shoulders. Told you, soldier, let this be a lesson. Listening is an art. Listening is an art. Formed integrated within thee. In God we trust. You can see the world from us. 12 beings inside my soul. Right wondrous. Galaxies in the stardust. Channeling my mouth. All we trust. You can see the world from all of us. 12 beings in my soul, right wondrous. From galaxies to the stardust, channeling into my mouth. All I trust.
The most important thing is we are getting out of this rat's hole.
You can't attack that guy.
There ain't gonna be no more street corner hustling for you.
The secret of Sumerians, the true origin of man, the proof of the Kobe University in Japan. From the nursery, the mind still expands. Is it the hands of time or your time is at hand? What's the connection with the Israelites, the country of Ghana? 300 CE, 33 kings of Uganda, tracing their lineage to King David's kindred. Slave sentence, the macabre ascension, books of Zechariah extension. His handwriting still living. Witness, understand quotes of Santos Bonacci. Priest embody how to flow godly. By itself, I need no army. I need no army. I need no army.
You have clear line of sight.
Egyptians saw themselves belonging to their own race. It's what they used to say, but studies of Noah, body used today. Studied by Delaware, help is there. A seat in the elder's chair, angelic stare. Peace to Phil Valentine, supreme skill, challenge mine. The fourth kind, hygienic science. While I get them rhyming, empires rise and fall. Thieves hide in their walls, but still back what they took. The most high got us all. The circle, the cipher, the virtue, the writer. The disturbing truth, the deciders. Before contributed to mankind, applied to thyself, I realize I need help. Spirit God of an elk, it pours in a dry lake bed. Hooves upon a snake head, the hooves were closing, showing me the land of the great dead, blowing smoke from his nostril. The quotes of the gospel, clergy, a man, a pope, an apostle. Heaven awaits, Malcolm Bishop, the angels of faith. Long way to kingdom of God, seem a mirage. What did they establish amongst the stars? Read it on blogs. The dream is not far, the Naturu, the war of the plural. The rich people, flying discs. That's how we do it. The boys from Brooklyn always coke cooking. Jumper when they hear the key in the lock, they watch. My nine spray gangster, rude boys, see danger. Doors get kicked in, shoot everything living. Drugs, wars, bodies on floor. Laws wrapped in love. Side 12, Timberland left tracks in blood. Prince matches mug. Nice in the back of the club. Trying to relax and get a buzz. Puffing cigars, blowing weed up in the stars. Shut his eyes to see the D's in the cars. By the time he opened them up, the club erupted. He saw guns aiming at him. Boy, he saw the badges. He could feel the madness. Beneath the table, trying to fill for automatic. War's drastic. He said, I'm not going back. Squeezing while he raising the strap. The PO's already blazing their gas. He slipped beneath the table. Screamed that he's hitting the navel. And then he felt the grip of the angel. Men, I won't die. Fire burn Babylon high. Reincarnation must try. Ionized ruler, he rose. Bumperized line to Judah, but he didn't see the left shooter. Two dudes between them, and one to his chamber, cast away to the ruler. In the field where it's real, I don't see the mice when it's real. I only turn it back from the hill. That's what I saw. Using the tools by a phone on. Watching his back, looking over shoulders. In the field where it's real, I don't see the mice when it's real. I only turn it back from the hill. That's what I saw. Using the tools by a phone on. Watching his back, looking over shoulders. My man got one leg, but sick with gunplay. Old school, but look cool with some grace. Shot a man, calling him a liar. Set him on fire, his girls get screwed up. Since the days in school bus, knew he was wild, carried bazookas. Yo, preach, niggas keep walking up my block. Every day on the clock, I'll go grab the block. I said, chill, we don't did enough for real. We're getting older, we got soldiers to build. Cause when they go down, lost and all, then he calls and said something wrong was coming out of my jaws. Said I'm tired of Illuminati, what I do with the shot. Remove soul from body, you go smoking a lot. All this conspiracy is stopping us from getting keys. I want a mansion in the snow so I can start hitting the skis. Then getting the keys, then whipping the V's and flipping the weed. Nigga, you got one leg and some say, ha ha ha, you make me laugh, get some pegs. Wait, I know where the vultures lay their eggs. Do it for the culture to hand them an AK. Use your talent for freedom. Kill each other, devil, when you see him. And when you challenge, can you beat him? About to answer me back. But when the car pulled up, windows cracked, pointed the gat, guns went off, and he was sent off for something he did way back. And they cracked. I don't see the lights when it's real. I always turn it back to the hill. That's who I saw. Using the tools bipolar. Watching his back, looking over shoulders. In the field where it's real. I don't see the mice when they squeal. I always turn it back from the hill. That's who I saw. Using the tools bipolar. Watching his back, looking over shoulders.
Target is too far away.
That target is better than yours. I don't think you're good enough
That's an
to
invalid
avenge
target.
your master.
The target cannot be found. Target is out of your line of sight.
Body, everything is God. God, my body's in cathedral, y'all. With stained glass and tattoos. Each showing the faces of Jesus when he's delivered the bad news. Each tat show my life in acts. Scriptures and killers and cats. From my early beginnings to my ascension in rap. From losing one of my kindred, from my Janaean, all facts. It wasn't really a glory road. Read across my back, true stories are told. This one near my wrist, I took a risk. 98 put out a disc and took the world out on a disc. Pluto with a new flow. In the booth, the truth told. My elbow shows a hellhole and a railroad with train passengers towards Africa. This is the chapters of Abra, Dabra, dark matter, sparks gather. Noah on the arc ladder. On my shoulders, the art's blacker, much older with dark actors. The body is the temple. I use Gotti for the influence. Hint, the pen moves. The same way the chakras in Zindu. The same way the mantras in Hindu. Children became monsters. The poison, the lies, depression, the pain. Warning, the signs, confession, the blame. Losing our time, the end is nigh. Behold, the Lord shall crack the sky. The poison, the lies, depression, the pain. Warning, the signs, confession, the blame. We're losing time, the end is nigh. Behold, the Lord shall crack the skies. Red crows flying with their wings upside down through a city with mountains look like lions, bodies laying on the ground. What happens when you pull a tarot and see a king in shackles? But every time you dream, you see you travel. If it's a spiritual battle, why you need physical ammo? Somebody told me through this maze to see the ancient days what lies between the gaps and traps. It's pitfalls when you mix dogs. put your safety at risk more. The moon shall be darkened, the sun shall be turned to blood. The heart shall be hardened, the peninsula shall be broken. The earth shall be as a flood. Then man shall run towards the God that he made, leaving bread, wine, meat, and eggs. They have ears, but they hear not. Eyes, but they see not. Mouth, but they speak not. Secrets of the Enoch, unmoving forever still before the chaos. Poison, the lies, depression, the pain, warning, the signs, confession, the blame, losing our time, the end is nigh. Behold, the Lord shall crack the sky. The poison, the lies, the passion, the pain, warning, the signs, confession, the blame. We're losing time, the end is nigh. Behold, the Lord shall crack the skies.
The Byzantine king, killer breeze. All Neil kiss the ring. It's the Byzantine king, killer breeze. I leave the blood spilling in the streets. It's the Byzantine king. The breeze.
You are about to enter hell. The never the infernal region, the abode of the
refers to as the Habibu, a nomadic tribe that Blavatsky claims originated from India or is of Dravidian ancestry. The Judeo-Christian apologists automatically jumped on and assumed that these Habiri.
Your target does not exist.
As long as God rules in heaven, this eternal struggle will never end.
Stood beside the cave entrance, his back arch holding the stick beneath the cliff, his back hard. His face and eyes seem open and fixed on the beyond, the unknowing, unspoken. He reached his arms, then turned over to his palms. It said inside is the writing of the holy scribes. His eyes shut, but then slowly rise. He gave off ghostly vibes. He smiled, his gold teeth shine. Ah, yes. Would you like me to explain? What's on the walls? Such a fell frame. His hand shaking as he pointed this way. Follow me. It's right outside a hollow tree where owls be. Near Falcon Peak, right below his Powellers Creek. I rate to hourly. Mister, I didn't get your name. He turned around into a big ball of flames. The walls and the halls of the kings are standing in awe at a god.
You ought to move over there, man. You know they ain't cool up there. You know they don't want you static, man. I'm like, what do y'all want to do?
Your target does not exist.
Yo, me and Killer Priest, we don't take no shorts. We play the game, get dirty, yo, we love our sport. We the world travelers, MCs from out of New York. Homies wanna be us, little mamas wanna hump something. Since we Killer Bees, we might have had to jump something. Me and my hoopers go hard for this rap shit. My nigga Wall always coming with the fat shit. It sounds nice, you want banging in your fat wig. We on Cali mode, puffing on some good weed. About to break them off, something rock the bells week. Summertime over, let them school bells speak. Welcome back, my niggas that love school. Welcome back to all my niggas that think it's cool. Welcome back to all my niggas that get green. Welcome back to all my niggas that love trades. Yo.
School days, lunchroom with the food trays. New fade, fresh gear, toothpaste. Peach fuzz on the youth face. Brush the grin, Recess, touch the pin, reflex, we rush the gym. Art class, brolic with the dark mask. Smooth pin game with the sharp pad. Football, hood balls, anything Ultra Brain could recall. Rubber butts, hopscotch, double dutch. Hard rocks, hip hop, never cuddle much. Pumas, Adidas, nice rumors, cheaters, fight, eager to write. Report cards, sports cards, the courtyard. We lost guard, but we fought hard. Yeah, yo, heavy change, rock steady range, pop deadly aim, cops buried in the game.
Welcome back to all my honeys that graduated on some real shit, feeling real glad you made it. In my hoop cut class, but still got vibe. Put that work down, that's how we survive. You know them cold school days, bring that goose alive. Hat with the ball on it, you in the hall on it. Teach over beats, my son war on it. Dog on it, on the heads, on the ball on it. On some schoolboy shit with the ball on it. On some Charlie Brown shit with the whack, whack, whack. Try to get me back in class, all Professor wanna do is try to take my land. I love school, but I gotta hit the next jam. Welcome back to all my niggas that love school. Welcome back to all my niggas that think it's cool. Welcome back to all my niggas that get grades. Welcome back to all my niggas that love trade.
You need a clear line of sight.
Yo, don't say nothing, man. Don't tell nobody you seen me. I don't think I'm going in today. You know what I'm saying? Nah, son, I'm just trying to get this paper. You dig? I love school, but you know, when I ain't doing that, I'm trapped for life. Yo, tell Keith I said, yo, hit me as soon as you get out of class, man. We got something to do. You know what I'm saying? Yo, call Killer Priest, man. Meet us at the spot. So you know what we gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Wall, hit me up about 3 o'clock, so that's when everybody get out. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna get what we gotta get. We gonna move over there to the junkyard, get a couple of them pieces, and we gonna swing over to the rendezvous and get philosophical. Yeah?
So, you want to be immortal? Wanna write like the priest?
The average shit.
Yo. Step into my zones. Apparel, more formal. I sit on the throne of my own dimensions and zones. Divinity crowns me, angels surround me, the warrior's home. My discipline watched me in glory. My destiny told me a story of lords and writers before me. Finally, eternity would lord me. My crown greeted my hands. A cape fell from the heaven's gate. God opened his great prayers. I'm approached by something great. 20,000 kings shake my right hand. 6,000 peasants, each from my left. My throne begins to expand. I fall into the arms of the blessed. God is my guest. Greetings, bringing your angels and target to rest. Apparel, more formal, way beyond the normal. Travel borrows, rap, I'm immortal. Apparel, more formal, way beyond the normal. Travel portals to rap, I'm immortal. I see 1 kingdom, 2 dynasties, 3 affinities. Before me, then AD, on through the centuries. Mention me, art galleries of God alchemy. Harsh reality till I transcend the dark galaxies. Written on the tablets of time, the master of rhyme. Madness of his mind, the treachery, the ruler, the poetry and the crime. God held his greatness at his 23 faces. Man, animal, and spaceship. They say it's truly amazing. Written in the pages of the ancient to the future language. Apparel, more formal, way beyond the normal. Travel through portals, rap, I'm immortal. Apparel, more formal, way beyond the normal. Travel through portals to rap, I'm immortal.
Goes a screaming liner into left field.
Shut up. Shut up? Why, Sophie, you don't think I'm the kind that would keep laughing? Some people never know when to stop. When I'm told to shut up, I shut up. Shut up, shutting up. I knew I should have taken that left turn at Albuquerque.
The average shit.
Infinite faces of gangsters, the warmth. Before my journey, eternity, light, thunders exploded. Got louder as they came closer, saying beware of a coward, this is power. Jewels was shower, particularly this one. Spake deep in space, electric eyes lit up, lightning streaked through his face. He said the barrel only had 2 bullets. One he fired, the other held his breath. Caught one in the chest, no happiness. Prepare for eternal rest. Spirit depart from flesh. Said the paramedics tried to save him, but his arteries were like spark wire that caught fire. When he coughed, he felt lighter. Journey to the dark and brighter. Try to breathe, I know you a fighter. There were no hammers, no bullets, no camera, no footage. Came south, you were leaving for Brooklyn. Then it came the souls, a man named Jesse James. So if death remains, exit means change. Then the smoke hand tried to grab me, but went through me. Saw a black heart beating outside of the brain like a movie. Then his eyes floated outside of his head. His mouth tried to speak, but quickly the smoke spread. I slid under my spread, must be crazy. I just had a conversation with the day, but it's all in your head. Conversation with the day. The extraordinary light, right? The infinite sound, stars of the universe aborted my crown. Look up, look down, look right and left. No flesh left, space bound. That extraordinary light, right? That infinite style, stars of the universe aborted my crown. Look up, look down, look right and left. No flesh left, space bound. Okay. One blesses the other, think he knows. Just curious souls with questions on this tremendous globe. One blesses enveloped and unfold. Such a hard lesson, my brain to unload. From gases to water to ice, it passes. Leaning on the altar under Christ, he flashes. I want at night, angels bringing you home. Then returning the stone. The heavens black as hell, burning Lucifer's throne. He disappeared, then another would appear, holding his gun till he crystallized in mid-air. Then another in his place would appear with a gun in his waist, like behind my ear. They grab his gun before he pull it, he is none. Life begun, then another one would appear, face full of fear. Looking for his gun, soon as he find it, he's timeless, mindless, changing climates. The rhyme climax, peace of all the souls in Iraq. Judgment Day, we all looking at one IMAX. The big, the small, the great, the poor, we all rewind. The extraordinary light, right? The infinite sound, stars of the universe supported my crown. Look up, look down, look right and left. No flesh left, space bound. That extraordinary light, right? That infinite style, stars of the universe aborted my crown. Look up, look down, look right and left. No flesh, we got the space bound. I don't know, man. Seemed like one of those days. Word is born, we don't get afforded.
The average shit.
Yeah, man. Yo, nobody seen King? Nah. What's up with you, Priest? Nah, man, I'm gonna go upstairs, man. Just feel like writing right now. Yeah, it goes. Peace, greatness, let no temptation allure you. Stay royal, though they lock you to watch you to spoil. Try to deframe your character, embarrass you. False witness, lost vision, cause of your commitment. The law's relentless. My wild thoughts, you in court surrendered. They injure, but angels defend you. You dealt with charity, rapidly, gradually, and had gratitude on top of the grass. You schooled younger dudes under the rules. Star, sun, and the moon. The tongue was so smooth. We brothers is Jews, sincerely. I pen to a G. In these letters I wrote, I quote the oath, oppressed, not the poor. Wise words drop so pure. In grief I speak anxieties of a man excited compassion. Cops swarmed on you like assassins, but you're still an almighty, supreme Elohim, redeemer of the underworld regime. Human being, mortal light. The more I write, the portals take flight. Behold before you now, clothed in glory and white. Obtain the greatness, your greatness, to fill their mouth with praises. Time of the ages, immortal light. The more I write, the portals take flight. Behold before you now, Now clothed in glories of right, from king to greatness, from greatness to filling your mouth with praises. Time of the ages, time of the ages. Though behind bars, you still divine God. Ways on the mind hard, flex the heart. We from that black star, still face the east and pray. Each day, deep space hears you. As the beams of light, they near you. Promotion in your neighborhood was good. And the snitch that gave you up is probably bleeding from razor cuts. Made the bullets play in his gut, or left in the crater. You was the greatest of us, we all made the dust. But you was a giant, so I stay silent. Today we shining, revolution and we start wilding. The resurrection and we start smiling. Told the judge you too big for an island. The pleasures of success rewarded his labor. Favor for a favor, we gains the streets. Put his name on anchors and put his rep on hangers. Above cages, next to hood legends, and anybody else was famous. Immortal light, the more I write, the portals take flight. Behold before you now, clothed in glories of white. From king to greatness, from greatness to fill their mouth with praises. Time of the ages, immortal light, the more I write, the portals take flight. Behold before you now, clothed in glories of white. From king to greatness, from greatness to fill their mouth with praises. Time of the ages, time of the ages.
Are you the assassin? Are you the one responsible for all these recent murders?
I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to be back.
The advocate.
Priesthood. Let me walk through this. Here we go. Yeah. Brooklyn, the place where killers are born. Niggas will swarm from out the beehive. B.I., B-Style, B-Ville, be real or be killed easily. Happens immediately, can it happen repeatedly? Shout outs to Eazy-E, real recognize real weapons and crime filled the streets. The corners and gutters, the FBI be on brothers, the FOI warn brothers. Black leaders have worn covers for the CIA. UEP got sprayed, even Malcolm took some. Crying for freedom, damn we lost a good one. Died for a reason, walked away from the Muslims. Went on his pilgrimage, late 60s, crack was still primitive. Gave birth to kingpins, supremes and queen men. Rick Ross is the big boss. Cali to Chicago to New York shit. In the 80s it went crazy. The streets was littered with dealers and killers and gamblers. Niggas and chinchillas in the winters. They walked with cops but their hands was cuffed. Sold grams of that stuff, they put their man in the truck. The plan was fucked. Games people play, they want it all, it's all in. From the cradle to the grave in the streets to Morgan Pen. Instagram will grab your gun and take a spin. They playing for keeps, cause they playing to win. I know this pent with waves, yeah, AIDS. Smooth ways, seduce babes. Young girls, hey young world. They never walk straight or master they high. People talk, you lost weight, asking them why. She says I love him waves to the end of my days. Till he's on the front page for girls underage. Then it came out, he tested positive. The girl got pregnant and he fathered it. Fuck, the games people play, they want it all, it's all in. From the cradle to the grave in the streets to Morgan Pen. Instagram will grab your gun and take a spin. They playing for keeps, cause they playing to win. The games people play, they want it all, it's all in. From the cradle to the grave in the streets to Morgan Pen. Instagram will grab your gun and take a spin. They playing for keeps, cause they playing to win.
Treat him like the others and starve him to death.
The fallen ones, them from heaven that came to earth. King Jesus.
The advocate.
Where was it at? Lord Motto. Yeah, about to do this. Just want y'all to close y'all eyes and open your mind. 800 galaxies of war. Demons versus angels through storms. Dark fog. They call it the Great Fall. They was here before, faces on Rushmore. Smarter than teachers, we were here for much more. Neanderthal, then they put their hand to saw. Hammer the boards, some put their hands to the Lord. First words was a grunt, couldn't understand man chords. Did God make man, or man make God? Strange land, God and Magog. The seance, the devil plans to put us in the graveyard. The birth of the giants, search for science. Fire in the blood, blaze the heart. Sons of God mate with daughters, then they make an altar. Earth with violence, the color of murder. Cain and Abel, then Mary shameful. Then came in Gabriel. On the cloud, you birthed a child. Mesopotamian, the Arcadian record. You wanna ruin the truth, just stretch it. Disconnected, born naked from a 9 months pregnant, 9 months present. I came from the front exit. So I go, we about to levitate and take off from here. We came from out from there. About to go far, make me laugh, ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Why you wanna hesitate? We about to meditate and take off from here. We came from out from there.
Yeah, and to my origins only measured by heaven's rulers. Dropping constellations, me and my 11 jewelers. Magnetic destiny, attracting, understanding like Hotep, my flow fresh, vocally expanding light. Traveling, taking form with patterns, rays scattering. Tattered skin, the resonant passion, the mystic magic men. DNA descripted as Druid, Davidian, dolphin language. Sonar is scripted, my glyphics audibly talk to ancients. Thoughts of greatness sparking conscious in this gothic matrix. Gods and spaceships, who's the artist who can carve their faces? Galactic monuments, Godspeed is obvious. Light storms hold my sword like cosmic obelisk. Arcadian cyclist, Armstrong in the planet's rings. Supreme body, Anunnaki, Pantheon king. Lithium spirit, miracle charge. Nick Tesla energy is infinite rhythm, will live forever.
Why you wanna hesitate? We about to levitate and take off from here. We came from out from there. About to go far, make me laugh, ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Why you wanna hesitate? We about to meditate and take off from here. We came from out from there.
Live forever. Yeah. DJ War. Vendetta King.
My powers are greater than ever before. No one can stand against me.
Maybe, but you see, power without perception is spiritually useless and therefore of no true value.
WOOOL. The world as we know it exploded, exposes the chemical gases, ashes, roaches, miracles never happen. Microwave, modern day slave. Let's close our Bibles and pray. Sovereign, artists, Stalin, sergeants at the bar bent, narcissists from the Harvard or Yale. Cast spells, last shell go in the 9, last cell go in at 9. Black hell wove around the mind. It's dark, so dark. I write compose like Mozart. You can compose slow in the park. I'll bring you close to the heart. Eternal in the spirit, mystic. Rewind the journal, you missed it. It'll burn you like inferno when I spit it. Cornball become kernels from my lyrics. So what more shall I say then? Is it better not to have been born than formed? Fashion in the flesh, only to expect a death. This is the fate we all have to accept, express. To live life to its excess, till we exit this existence. From our interest to an infant, to leaving 2 pairs of footprints, to becoming infinite. Be not ignorant, life is repentance. I don't know, man. Seemed like one of those days. Words gone, we don't get 40. Yeah, man. Yo, nobody seen King? Nah. What's up with you, priest? Nah, man, I'm gonna go upstairs, man. Just feel like writing right now. Yeah, it goes. Peace, greatness, let no temptation allure you. Stay royal, though they lock you to watch you to spoil. Trying to deframe your character, embarrass you. False witness, lost vision, cause of your commitment. The law's relentless. My wild thoughts, you in court surrendered. They injured, but angels defend you. You dealt with charity, rapidly, gradually, and had gratitude on top of the grass. You school younger dudes under the rules. stars, sun, and the moon. The tongue was so smooth, he brung us his jewels sincerely. I passed to a G. In his letters I wrote, I quote the oath, oppressed not the poor. Wise words drop so pure. In grief I speak anxieties. Of a man excite his compassion. Cops swarmed on you like assassins, but you still are almighty, supreme Elohim, redeemer of the underworld regime. Human being, mortal light, the more I write. The portals take flight, behold before you now, clothed in glory to white. King of graces, from greatness to the fill their mouth with praises. Time of the ages, immortal light, the more I write. The portals take flight, behold before you now, clothed in glories of right. From king to greatness, from greatness to fill their mouth with praises. Time of the ages, time of the ages. Though behind bars, you still divine God. Ways on the mind hard, flex the heart. We from that black star, still face the east and pray. Each day, deep space hears you. As the beams of light, they near you. Promotion in your neighborhood was good. And the snitch that gave you up is probably bleeding from rains and cuts. Made the bullets play in his gut or left in the crater. You was the greatest of us. We all made the dust, but you was a giant. So I stay silent. Today we shining, revolution and we start wilding. The resurrection and we start smiling. Told the judge you too big for an island. The pleasures of success rewarded his labor. Favor for a favor, we gains the streets. Put his name on anchors and put his rep on hangers. Above pages, next to hood ledges, and anybody else was famous. Immortal light, the more I write. The portals take flight, behold before you now, clothed in glories of white. From king to greatness, from greatness to fill their mouth with praises. Time of the ages, immortal light, the more I write. The portals take flight, behold before you now, clothed in glories of white. From king to greatness, from greatness to fill their mouth with praises. Time of the ages, time of the ages.
Are you the assassin? Are you the one responsible for all these recent murders?
I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to be back.
The average shit. Let me walk through this.
Here we go. Yeah, Brooklyn, the place where killers are born. Niggas will swarm from out the beehive. Be style, be real, and be killed easily. Happens immediately, can it happen repeatedly? Shout outs to Easy E, real recognize real weapons and crime filled the streets. The corners and gutters, the FBI be on brothers. The FOI warn brothers. Black leaders have warn covers for the CIA. UEP got sprayed, even Malcolm took some. Crying for freedom, damn we lost a good one. Died for a reason, walked away from the Muslims. Went on his pilgrimage, late 60s, crack is still primitive. Gave birth to kingpins and flames and queen men. Great bosses, the big Boston, Cali to Chicago to New York shit. In the 80s it was crazy. The streets was littered with dealers and killers and gamblers. Niggas and chinchillas in the winters. They walk with cops but their hands was cuffed. Sold grams of that stuff, they put their man in the truck. The plan was fucked. Fans we played it, one and all, it's all in. From the cradle to the grave in the streets to Morgan Pen. It's a guy who grab your gun and take a spin. We playing for keeps, cause they playing to win. I know this pimp with ways, yeah, age. Smooth ways, seduce babes, young girls. Hey, young world, they never walk free to master they high. People talk, you lost weight, asking them why. He says I love him waves to the end of my days. Till he's on the front page for girls underage. Then it came out, he tested positive. The girl got pregnant and he fathered it. Fuck, the games people played it, one and all, it's all in. From the cradle to the grave, in the streets to Morgan Pen. It's a guy who grab your gun and take a spin. Playing for keeps, cause they playing to win. The games people played it, one and all, it's all in. From the cradle to the grave, in the streets to Morgan Pen. It's a guy who grab your gun and take a spin. Playing for keeps, cause they playing to win.
Treat him like the others and starve him to death.
The fallen ones, them from heaven that came to earth. What's up? Where was it at? Galaxies of war, demons versus angels through storms, dark fog. They call it the Great Fall. They was here before, faces on Rushmore. Smarter than teachers, we were here for much more. Neanderthal, then they put their hand to saw, hammer the bombs. Some put their hand hands and put us in the graveyard. The birds of the giants, search for science. Fire in the blood, blaze the heart. Sons of God make with daughters, then they make an altar. Earth with violence, the color of murder. Cain and Abel, the very shameful. Then came in Gabriel. On the cloud, he birthed the child. The Mesopotamian, the Arcadian record. You wanna ruin the truth, just stretch it. Disconnected, born naked from a 9 months pregnant, 9 months present. I came from the front exit. So I go, we about to levitate and take off from here. We came out from there. Now we go far, make me laugh. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Why you wanna hesitate? We about to meditate and take off from here. We came from out of there.
Yeah, enter my origins only measured by heaven's rulers. Dropping constellations, me and my 11 jewelers. Magnetic destiny, attracting, understanding light. Hotep, my flow fresh, vocally expanding light. Traveling, taking form with patterns, rays scattering. Tatted skin, the resonant passion, the mystic magic men. DNA descripted as druid, Davidian dolphin language. Sonar scripted, my glyphics audibly talk to ancients. Thoughts of greatness sparking conscious in this gothic matrix. Gods and spaceships, who's the artist who can carve their faces? Galactic monuments, Godspeed is obvious. Light storms hold my sword like cosmic obelisks. Arcadian cyclists, Armstrong in the planet's rings. Supreme body, Anunnaki, Pantheon king. Lithium spirit, miracle charge. Nick Tesla energy is infinite rhythm, I live forever.
Why you wanna hesitate? We about to levitate and take off from here. We came from out of there. Now we go far, make me laugh. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Why you wanna hesitate? We about to meditate and take off from here. We came from out of there.
We live forever.
Maybe, but you see, power without perception is spiritually useless and therefore of no true value.
And pray, sovereign, artists, starving, sergeants at the bar bench, narcissists from the Harvard or Yale, cast spells, last shell go in the 9, last cell go in at 9, black hell wove around the mind, it's dark, so dark, I write compose like Mozart, you compose, slow in the park, I bring you close to the heart, eternal in the spirit mystic, rewind the journal, you missed it, it'll burn you like a furnace when I spit it, cornball become kernels from my lyrics. So what more shall I say then? Is it better not to have been born than formed? Fashion in the flesh, only we expect a death. This is the fate we all have to accept, express. To live life to its excess, till we exit this existence. From our interest to an infant, to leaving 2 pairs of footprints, to become an infinite. Be not ignorant, life is repentance.
warriors, avengers with 4 wings. Elohim, supreme team. Ibrahim, we gladiators, warriors with 4 wings. They try to kick me out, kill me. They hate to reveal me, cause I remind them of what they not. So they plot, they laugh with tongues of Jesus, assassin. Grab the Jesus, bastard. Blaspheme, I see the wrath of a king. I abhorred your pagan figure ways. Abominators, truth breakers, embrace the grave. To your knees and pray. Forgiveness is not required. What I came to give is the fire. Now y'all go live as liars. My style y'all swallow, disturb your guts. Vomit it up, here's a cut. Your hiccups taste bitter. I'm a graceful spitter, but if you violate, I'll break the niggas. Embrace the trigger. The flow is immortal, corruptible flesh cannot see through my portals. For MCs, I speak this oral. Royal Ribbon is here for vengeance. My grace is sufficient, but tonight we end this. Vision of prison, every cage y'all full of goons with razor scars and tattoos over bullet wounds. Now vision street corners, niggas out there hustling hard. They see mobsters and crime bosses puffing cigars, but that end when your friend passed you dust in the car. Now flashback, it was him asking how much for the job. Priest, I wrestle with devils, had scuffles with God. Play chess with death while my fate shuffled up cards. Elohim, supreme team. Ibrahim, we gladiators, warriors, avengers with 4 wings. Elohim, supreme team. Ibrahim, we gladiators, warriors with 4 wings. They build grave houses, crucifixes, groups on my business. Polluted a sentence, I said I pray. They lacated my vengeance, descendants of kings ascended my wing. The double-edged sword, the archangel Michael, the head of the war. Pressure floor, filled with they flag for the ball. Step through you all, they roaches fill their bellies and they grab up your paws. You miserable discomfort, wishes harder they hate. Stamping swashes, stickers on the God's pictures. You hate stained glass, get out the saint's path. Y'all destruction and hell flames, I laugh. Shallow-minded or shallow mind can never dig Solomon's mind. The treasures are riches, predictions, vengeance, and y'all devices of destruction coming to nothing. Get behind me, Satan. Behind the outer virgin with child. Flames go up like the curtains around. Like Daniel in the lion's den. My iron skin, triumph. Elohim, supreme team. Ibrahim, we gladiators, warriors, avengers with 4 wings. Elohim, supreme team. Ibrahim, we gladiators, warriors with 4 wings. To the priest, you know what I mean?
Ballstatic.com.
Untold stories of Walter Reed right now. We got Castle Hop coming. We got me and the Dark Ghostface. You know what I mean? So we got a lot. We got so much stuff, man. Behold, man, it's becoming one of us. Make sure y'all go cop that, man. It's coming too. Yeah. Stories is just stories.
Ballstatic.com.
Yes. Leave those stories. Stories could be what you wanted to be. Is it true? Is it true? And all the people bow to him who came from a cloud. They lowered their brows as they spoke their vows. We shall follow you and only you. Regard your words as holy and true. Then they put on their serpent hats as their king sat back in his throne with wings attached. Called him the dragon. He showed them things they couldn't imagine. Showed them how to increase crop and built a wheel for their wagon. They said his knowledge is sweet as a fruit, and all the people were the seeds of his roots. He stood so high when he began to embark. His movement was slick, wise with a cunning heart. His kingdom sits right in the mist. He alone was the scientist. Said, I arrive out of a flying this great iron ship. When he talked, he would hiss. Something like this. One day amongst his kingdom of trees stood a woman called Eve. Not Eve saw his work, her eyes couldn't believe. She's staring in awe. He said, I see you like my kingdom of gods. Well, this could be ours. Appearing out of darkness, holding a staff made of a snake. First he offered her grapes. Servants, bring this woman the plates. He asked a question, she offered suggestions. Interested, blocking out a reception. She began confessing. She came from a rib, crying tears burst out of a wig. Being true to his name, he grabbed her hand and slid. Showed her the buildings, showed her the village that he built. The guards and the king showed off his family tree. Told her this where you would be if you would join me. You would be as me. And in a lust, she couldn't resist his cobra clutch and his intimate touch. Her face flushed. As time has passed, she said, I got to get back. He said, wait, try this serpent hat. Well, around 600 years has passed since she seen her real husband last. But the breakdown of air, fire, water, and gas, to know the an earth mass, see space in his vast, no longer naked to life. To understand depths, widths, and heights, the two unite and became one. She became his wife. The one day, a stranger came looking for Eve, who was very high in the kingdom of trees. He called her. She came down, wearing a serpent crown, bragging about the new knowledge she found. Her face wore a veil. She said she got married to the dragon as well. Her husband said no, they grabbed Eve off her face. Then he got into a deep spell. She told him, join us too, and you can also solve the clues. And us three will solve them in the mystery schools. He saw this to be true. He said, I lost my first wife, led her to the same village. So to me it's a privilege. The two showed him alchemy, astronomy, and philosophy, but they forgot the prophecy. Mr. Kidman will be a rich man to the king of contradiction. The Anunnakis, the Anarchy gliding on the Starfleet, far deep. The three began to worship. They all became friends to the serpent. Eve, no longer a virgin. He was the first son. Look what you got yourself into. Keep the nigga. Certain movement, they get the shooting. Trigger happy. Smile and shit go down. They in your house. They keep watching your spouse and your kids. Fat, greasy killers. Watching your friends. Black love, feet on your table. Where you eat. In your house deep. Using your phone, playing with your dog. They done this before, bodies in the morgue and shit they can't recall. They got your daughter Bob Palms playing whoopsie daisy. Don't drop the baby, straight face with a cocked 80. Niggas think it's a joke till they in your house with your folks. Picking up your kids from school, big itchy fingers brushing on their throat. You come home, find boxes on the floor. The lock's been kicked off of the door. Two niggas come out of your room with smiles on their face, panties on their head. Then you feel a gun tapping you, going to your bed. Or sit up on your couch. We'll figure this out and shoot your dog while the words are still coming out his mouth. Monsters, 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 monsters. Fix a nigga a cheese sandwich, please, grandma. All my life I shoot dice and squeeze hammers. The government won't give a nigga a job, so we rob. So we get in our squad and mob. Look, man, ain't no shook kids in Brooklyn, but your shit would stand in the bullpen. Stairwells lead you to hell. I know this crackhead that do anything for a dime. Gorge out eyes with grandmothers with nines, so cover your shine. My man don't speak. All he say is fuck the police. Stand on every corner in the street with a face that resonate hate and his parents' mistake. Carry knives and AKs. I got my right hand man named Stupid, always doing dumb shit like why you shoot him and fuck him in the ass with a pool stick. You sick, you sip hawkers when he walking, always in front of a crowd and talking loud. Wears a kind of Adidas suit and Timberlands with two left boots. But killers he execute, shoot niggas in Lexus coupes. Monsters, 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 monsters.
Hieroglyphics of the Bible lyrics is written. Visions, lyrical revival, hypnotism. Listen, a voice command you under Andrew. Open the lid, it spoke as he dig. Walk over the puddles and grab the shovel and dig. Thick smoke aside the pyramids. Records of the epic pilgrimage. Secret message in the lessons that is sealed now revealed again to the kid. Slid, the tomb lit off. Magic dust inside cold and frost. A gothic cross on the rap cloth. He backed off into a wall that spit into a hall. Darkened from this horror, the floor was sticky. It was misty, risky. He saw a tomb, a crack in the ceiling revealing the moon. His frightened imagination turned it black. He looked on the wall, seen Egyptian writing. Then he hears zap. He came to, saw an angel and knew. Next to a puddle, shovel in his hand. Standing a hole beneath, at least 6 feet deep. He fell asleep. Awake near daybreak. Grave mistake. Saw an open coffin. Heard a voice and creatures crawling. Something's in the corner coffin. It's cold. It's like a ghost stole his soul. Mummy's hand pushing down the hole. Landed on top of a closed coffin. In the room that seemed haunted. Dark gray mist so thick he begins coughing. His only sight was from the moonlight. He sneezed. Zoomed tight. Grabbed a rusty spoon. Put it to the tomb to right. Fog like dry ice. Next thing you know, his face stiffened. Then he's somewhere, grave digging, mysticism. He found a scroll, a pot of gold, underground hole, a crown of gold, then it got cold. He heard organs, then the wall spin. Metamorphosis, 4000 BC in the royal chambers of Thebes. Pharaoh in his castle offer wages to mystics and soothsayers. Defenders from the tomb raiders, studies of the heavens and the blue layers, even the truth breakers and the youth makers and the booze takers. He proposed riddles as the women derobed and giggled. He talked of wine and war, and kings, gods, queens of hearts, zodiac charts, herbs, birds, and all those things, till the day fell dark. A drunken monkey said, "Oh king, oh wise king, thy heart is more nigh than
Your suffering will be legendary, even in hell.
message what I want. Priesthood. Friends are buried in cemetery, winds were heavy. Sleep, rains are blowing the other side. Kings were golden from out of every galaxy. From off distant planets, vision and landing. Clansmen talking, listening, walking, uplifting with wisdom. What my people said yesterday. Will they speak of slaves, wars, drugs, racism, and selfishness, jealousy, hate, and prison? Angelic aliens will laugh and look in their past. Show how they once lost their planet, cause they took love for granted. Poisonous gas, will the Nephilims accept them as they look across the spectrum? Or will they think of our government inside the mothership, Ark of the Covenant? Their mark got our blood in it. We have a lot to learn as the world turns. Boys and girls burn their head to get perms. Will the politicians meet on terms? Will the Indians agree? I'm concerned. If it's love, set it free, it will return. But if it's hate, lower your gates. No a mistake when you see soldiers with faith. I heard Mars was a planet pretty much like ours. Planets of gods, but too much testosterone. And then one popped on the throne. War started, end result they flee to a starship. What I know is shocking. Now all we do is blow on shopping. We used to flow on carpets, and we wore gold in our garments. Now we show no progress, we slow the process, and we show no knowledge. Go to college, Yale or Harvard. We still body sell on markets, Ivy Leagues, diary read, society bleed. From bullet shots footed from cops, kid in the hood just dropped. Neighborhood watch, when will all this foolishness stop? The rulers on top, remove us with plots, portray good as evil. Mislead the people, illegal eagle, read Ezekiel in Revelations. The head of nations is the heads of Satan. The
devil's patient, waiting to come out the earth on the demon cycle, screaming with the rifle, plan to kill Michael and the host of angels liable to change his title, rearrange the Bible, force churches to fill the houses with graven idols, to show respect, love one another before we kill each other and reconnect. Let the mind digest so it can adjust to be free. You gotta be free and born with this. Show respect and love one another before we kill each other. Reconnect. Let the mind digest so it can adjust and be free. Just be free. My challenge is balance, lotus flower, holding power, release it, cosmic, deep, a creek. Conscious speaks, seek the inner vision and listen. My bars will put you in the prison. The fog will put you with wizards. The cards will put you with the mystics. Gods will put you with my lyrics. Blogs will put you in the system. Journey finally begins where eternity ends. Forecast for forever. Fair skies, the bear tribe. Dancing, yeah, high. Healing hope, a mission. Missionaries taking the oath. Low cholesterol, using the oaks. The natural salt, usage of soap. Trees and plants. The mystic and musical notes. The wind people, they were here before us. They lived in the forest. The mountains were their quarters. They say you can hear their language when the wind blows. Hear their horses when the waves crashes on the shores. The chakras and the Choctaw Indians are descendants. So show respect, love one another before we kill each other and reconnect. Let the mind digest so it can adjust to be free. We gotta be free and born with this. Show respect and love one another before we kill each other. Reconnect, let the mind digest so it can adjust and be free. Just be free. Yo, I wanna shout out all the beings that come from the planets, from our outer galaxies and other galaxies, and our solar system and other solar systems. And I wanna shout out the people who left this planet. Rest in peace. And I know you up there with them. And I know y'all building on great things. Real G's know what's up. I want to shout out Chief Wolf and his whole tribe. You know what I mean? This goes out to y'all. And all the people that I build with on this planet. And all the worlds that come. DJ War, what up? Yeah. Yo, soon, we know what's up. We know what's left, we know what's right. So, have no worry. It's gonna come. It's happening, you know what I mean? 400 galaxies. The Earth Clan. What is it? The Water Clan. Something to the Water Clan. Let me see.
Listen to them. Children of the night. What music they.
You gotta be great, son. You gotta be great. Kind of lampshades, age, bamboo shoots, bowls of fruit, you know what I mean? Jehovah Rapha, Jari, El Elyon, Abba. You never saw such compelling writer, Masada, the almighty ancient of days. I paint these pages with ink that's been aged, kept in the barrels of Pharaoh. Burned with the sage, wizards and prophets, this kid from the project with logic. They call me the chief shepherd, the chosen one, like the Christ, the comforter, commander of light, consuming fire through the wire, the writer, the cornerstone when I form the poem, the counselor, consolation, a quarter of Rome. My book is like a painting when I fall to the throne, the deliverer, the lyrical healer, the Mike Wilder, desire of all nations, the second part of salvation, the orientation, the patience, the ancient, bring him to greatness. The deliverer, the lyrical healer, the mic wielder, desire of all nations, the second part of salvation, the orientation, the patience, the ancient, bring him to greatness. The firstborn heard from the distant storms, cloud form, the prophets from the clouds warn. Foundation, the crown of David, kingdoms surround our faces, the gentle whisperer, but the almighty deliverer, born with lightning struck, given to us, the head of the body or the head of the thug. In hip-hop veins, I am the blood, the high priest, the wind chief, the black elk, I rap for self, the last atom of rapping, delivered to the big apple, I picked it, the sky blackened, the fruit that came from the project wars, drawing war, the star Jacob, they called me wonderful, the deliverer, the lyrical healer, the mic wielder, desire of all nations, the second part of salvation, the orientation, the patience, the ancient, bring him to greatness, the deliverer, the lyrical healer, the mic wielder, desire of all nations, the second part of salvation, the orientation, the patience, the ancient, bring him to greatness. Feel like the statue that moved, the mannequin that jerked, the painting that blinked, the dumb man that recited my verse, a dinosaur nailed to a cross, wrapped in cloth with rap toss flying back and forth, brontosaurus pulling them down, the tyrannosaurus hands to the crown, the meteorites and comets start hitting the ground. Ice age, what I write in this page, call me jealous, but a king, a lawgiver, a healer, a riddler, a tyrant, a giant, the passion, the glory, vengeance, a good heart as my alliance, encouragement is my nourishment, I eat it with the grapes of wrath, then I look down my path, my sword, a blood rinsed and the blood drenched, beloved, be not blind, the truth shall be revealed in time, be not blind, the truth shall be revealed in time, be not blind, be not blind. The deliverer, the lyrical healer, the mic wielder, desire of all nations, the second part of salvation, the orientation, the patience, the ancient, bring him to greatness, the deliverer, the lyrical healer, the mic wielder, desire of all nations, the second part of salvation, the orientation, the patience, the ancient, bring him to greatness.
Move closer to the target.
When the Jews return to Zion, and a comet rips the sky, the Holy Roman Empire rises, then you and I must die.
Be sure you never, ever scream.
When you're hurt and scared for so long, your fear and pain turn to hate, and the hate starts to change the world.
Yeah, man. For real, man. You know what I'm saying? It's all official, man. For real, man. This, that shit, man. Yo, Chef, man. Tell these niggas what it is, man. We've been waiting, nigga, man. What the fuck is going on, man? So many mountains to climb. I drink a fountain of wine and paint a scripture. The souls of a Rick James listener. My selection was hella blessing. Allah gave it to me in the proper perfection. I'm blowing extra. Ride with the riders from Haiti. A lamping in Bermuda. Long jewels on baby shoes. 680 baby bought them. I'ma share my fortunes with. They go reporters. Had the floor to CL on them. Now my diva says Eureka. Fresh feli sneaker. Long Gabbana trench. Rolling the reefer. Gotta make them respect you, baby. 380 tuck in the butt. Shoe game is like 1,000. It's crazy. Got your own killers. You know when you come home, it's on. Nigga, throw you the Ruger, the Roro, and the shooter. Yo, you look Buddha, my mouth dry. When I'm not in New York, to keep it real, you know I'm in the South Fly.
Or the West Coast, Podesto, the best quotes. Less toast over thresholds, the flesh spoke. The rest roasted, hellfire, nail biter. When the spell writer, composer L lighters. Poetry perfect, the pathfinder. Math enlightener, palm readers. Dawn divas, the wrong teachers. The thong eaters and the psalm seekers. The long heaters, Jesus jury. Die seekers, Simpsons Houston. I might catch a movie. Abyssinians, hard rap millennials. Black Indians, wolf hats, Arcadians, blogs on the guard, sun, moon, and stars, tavern bars in the travel lodge, a mystic into my lyrics, unravel the bars.
I shall return to torment and destroy throughout the nights of time.
Yo,
Yo, know what we talk about. Yeah. The vocal words from a prince from Persia. Silent weapons for quiet wars, suspicious murder. Savage grace, snakes, half man, half ape. The migration under black space, fat lake. The puma sees his own face. Reflection eclipse of Luna. The medicine man with boxwood shoulda came sooner. Heavy breathing, the fox feasts on tuna. The bush is drug, the moonlit is blood. Under a tree, the warrior priest. Bushman spear, pinpoints the deer. The armor shows his drama, his blood shows his honor. His mug show their horror, his tongue show the herbs of garlic. Milkweed and seeds above the starlit. Below the prophet, the stone breeze, the warrior garlic. His body submerged in garment. Who am I, king? Who am I, Lord? What was I, peasant? What was I, boy? What I do, pray, pull me out the grave. During my journey back, this is what I'll say. Who am I, king? Who am I, Lord? What was I, peasant? What was I, boy? What I do, pray, pull me out the grave. During my journey back, this is what I'll say. My kingdom of glory, rolls and scrolls of stories. Behold, 8 million eyes before me. The death, the resurrection, my steps, the edge of perfection. I leap into the force of winds, the sound of organs. Harps, my endurance, dark angels are calling. Roaring from the orbit, infinity runs down the back and wings. They crown me black king. The hands of time push me forward. My face frosted till I forewarned them of the warlord. All embrace all, the sword take off. Limbs leaping through realms, the space horse. Great thoughts, if my name died in rap, it's back. The psychic or the prophet, I write it, you watch it. Under clouds of dark rings, strumming heartstrings. I ask this question, who am I? Who am I, king? Who am I, Lord? What was I, peasant? What was I, boy? What I do, pray, put me out the grave. Drawing my journey back, this is what I'll say. Who am I, king? Who am I, Lord? What was I, peasant? What was I, boy? What I do, pray, pull me out the grave. Drawing my journey back, this is what I'll say.
Now clear your minds. It knows what
Hurry along,
scares you.
friend.
It has from the very beginning. Don't give it any help. It knows too much already.
Yeah, DJ War. Priesthood.
BallstaticCom.
Roman helmet.